Oh, wow. Kyle did make it work, Megan.
Oh.
That's trippy. Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh, I
we,
like.
we now have a YouTube studio, is what I was testing out here. And so I'm sitting over here looking at you, and there's a camera, and that is trippy. Okay, I am gonna take that off. I am not used to it. But they're
That's
like
funny.
to sit here and like talk
works.
to people. It works, but I need to like move the whole like set over.
That's
Anyway.
funny.
Sorry. I'm eventually gonna YouTube. It just needs to be super easy. So, are people joining? Do I need to pull up Facebook? Where are they?
Not
Sure.
yet.
Okay, we've got comments, so we're good. We're good. I think we're good to go. We'll just fill people in as they join the room.
Yep, yep.
Okay, so you and I have it's been hard to record this week. And we have been talking this week about getting clients for a bookkeeping firm, getting your first client. What does that look like? Starting your business. And it dawned on me as you and I were talking at one point that I think when we get into groups like this and communities like this, that it feels like so-and-so got 5 clients in 1 month. I should be able to get 5 to 15 clients, get my business up and running in like 90 days. And I'll be able to onboard them and keep up with my life and keep up with my house and not have any.
Not hardly. It does. It does. You are correct. But yes, laughing because it's true.
But like, what if we took that and we said, okay, I'm in control. Okay, I can do this at a steady pace. I'm going to work on getting systems in place so that I can have a consistent, steady stream of maybe you only want to onboard 1 to 2 clients a month. So if you're planning on doing it yourself and you're not having contractors, maybe you don't want contractors for like the first year. You just want to do it yourself. Maybe you're trying to get out of debt. Maybe you just want to take care of yourself first, put the oxygen mask on yourself first, which is totally 100% recommended. Maybe we don't need 15 clients today, but 1 to 2 clients a month for a whole year is 1 to 2 clients a month is 12 to 24 clients.
Right.
So when we were talking about, hey, what are your goals? What, we're talking about mindset. We've been tried it a couple of times for being too mindset driven. But the reality is money doesn't follow a broke mindset, and money doesn't follow, oh my gosh, I need 15 clients right now. Why are you going to get 15 clients? No one's going to want to work with you. And so I've just been mulling that over like all week long, like slow and steady, system in place for 1 or 2 clients. Hey guys, welcome. We are talking about clients for your bookkeeping firm. Okay, I'm curious. Did you join because you saw the Facebook post? What reminded you to join? Just curious. If you can post that in the chat, I'm super curious now. We're trying
today.
Yeah, today. Did you just remember?
I remember. Yeah, I have my clock set, my alarm set when I can come on. Today's thing come on. So yeah, but it's kind of hard to get in. But once Megan put the saying that we will be starting, then I found the way to get in.
Okay, we got 1 for email, Megan.
Well, Facebook, we have 3 that said email.
Okay, and
So,
if you are listening to us on Facebook, if you want to join us, click the link Megan gave in the post. But feel free, we are watching the comments on Facebook as well.
Yep.
So, um, well, cool. Looks like a couple more people are joining. I'm not sure how many of you guys caught that. Do you guys feel like you need 15 clients, 5 clients in 1 month? Where are you guys at? How many clients is your goal a month? Do you feel like you need to get them all in like 90 days? Do you feel like you're just looking for 1 or 2? And with that said, I'm not saying it's impossible to get 15 in 90 days. Megan, how many did you just onboard? Oh my God.
Well, it wasn't that many clients per se, but businesses, yeah, 14 in 90 days. So
Yeah, I'm like thinking of you and I'm like, but you've had the systems, you're like, you've been doing it.
yeah,
So like you're doing that first and now you're working with contractors a little bit. You're still
yeah,
but
exactly.
five to six in 90 days or more. 5 to 6 in 90 days, absolutely. We should be able to do that. Since you posted, how are you getting those clients? How are you currently working on getting clients? And I'm going to missay your name again, even though I was chatting with you yesterday. And I don't want to do that. That's not fair.
So I want to like make a comment, and just because I had 2 calls within the last week, like talking about something very similar to this, trying to find the clients, like doing the social media marketing. And one thing I noticed with both of those people was that it's not fully understood how to, like when we say go find business owners, like how to find business owners, or not even how to find them, but how to make sure, like, I guess a next step, make sure they're a legit business. Because these conversations, it sounded like they were more network marketing, like the multi-level marketing, the spam accounts, that sort of thing, were the people that they ended up coming across and sending friends requests out, just because it said they were a business owner or whatever. So like, just to throw in a suggestion there, like take it a step further and check their page out, like the group that they're in. Are they making legit posts? You know, just like all the things, take it a step further.
100%. Because like I was even messaged by someone yesterday. Hey, are you interested in a partnership? I do ERC credits. A partnership if it makes sense. And I'm like, at this point in time, all of my clients, like we've investigated ERC for them, and it just came across really salesy and spammy. And I'm like, I don't have patience for that right now. Could those be good partnerships? Yes. Do I want to spend a lot of time fostering them right now? No, because I feel like they're just looking for clients from you and not necessarily looking to give you clients. Not in 100% of the cases, but in a lot of them. I was actually talking to someone this week, and we were talking about Facebook. She was also stuck on, you guys say to add friends on Facebook, but she wasn't getting traction. But she's also in a networking group. And in that networking group, there's chapters. It's not BNI, but similar, very similar to BNI if you're familiar with BNI. And I was like, well, let's flip that upside down on its head then. You could be adding friends on Facebook that are in these chapters because you guys have common ground and you know that they're likely a real business owner that you want to do business with. And she does really good with local. And so these chapters are local to her. So not only is she targeting her local area, because she does like to meet with people in person on occasion, or like if she wanted to do a workshop, that's going to take some encouraging. She's like, I don't want to do a workshop. But if you wanted to do a workshop and you were adding people in local networking groups to your page, so you're having a local connection, maybe you guys see each other once a week, and then you add everyone from your chapter there, but then add everyone in the surrounding chapters. If you're in B&I, you can even go as far as nationally. So if your goal is to talk to CPAs, go add all the CPAs to your go stalk them. Not be stalker, like let's not like call them, email them, spam them, Facebook them, call them, like show up at their house. Like let's not do that. But I mean, sometimes we're desperate refill, right? But on Facebook, and then we're gonna make good content. We're gonna figure out what we're posting and do it consistently. We're gonna show up and let them know what we do. Chelsea at one point, she had a really good method. What I loved about what she did when she started her business is she wrote down a plan and she followed it. She stuck with it. So she wrote down a plan, what she was going to do on Facebook. And then every day she did it. And that is how she worked Facebook. And so she added friends, she messaged them, hey, just like a hello, nice to meet you. Like, I don't know, how many people can make friends in person? Like if you go to church, you can go up to someone and say, hi, my name is Sherry, nice to meet you. We have to, Suze can, Megan, Suze can. So we're going to send
I
Megan.
can't.
I can't either, actually, I suck at it. Like, please don't talk to me. Okay, there's people that can. We're gonna, it's that same interpersonal relationship that we're actually trying to have on Facebook. And I think sometimes we forget that it's the same relationship. It's the same type of interaction we're looking to have, like we're having at church. We actually did just visit a church on Sunday where we moved. And so we've been attending a church for several months, but we were told to go check out another church. And thankfully people came up and talked to me. Like they would not stop coming up and talking to me. Like I couldn't leave. I was like, good problem to have. Okay. And then someone begged for my business card and I was like, I'm not at church to do business, but I'll find one for you. Made me laugh, but yeah. And I think, okay. So Suze's point, I misread it. Well, people at church want to talk to you. People in business want to talk to you too. They really do. I get so many calls and it's not, hey, can you do my bookkeeping? My bookkeeper stinks. It's, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing with QuickBooks. I've tried to learn it on YouTube. I don't know what I'm doing with finances. I don't know. Can someone tell me? And so it's not that they don't want to talk to you. They might not know how to talk to you. Like some of you guys are saying you don't want to talk to people. And I'm calling you out because you didn't comment that you can. But yeah, so frame it that way when you're adding people on Facebook, because we don't want the 60-year-old guy saying, hey, you're cute. I block those all the time. Whether I'm adding friends or not, they will, I'm in groups too, so they're doing the same thing, and they'll try to find me and I'm like, weirdo, blocked. Like,
Yeah, that's like my first rule. If you just randomly message me something crazy, like you're getting blocked, you're not even getting a response.
hey, do you want this really good financial opportunity and get into stocks? And I'm like, I want to get into stocks. I would put money into stocks. Like, I don't help. Yeah, we don't want the weirdos. If it's someone that you could have a conversation to in person, we might consider adding them as a friend on Facebook. If it's a 20-year-old dude with a cap on, that's not your audience. You're not going after rappers or comic artists or whatever, then you're probably not adding them as a friend on Facebook. But I think we do when we get started, because it's like, oh, they say that they're a business owner. If backwards baseball cap is not your audience, don't add backwards baseball cap. And I don't want to be that general, really, but I'm trying to like portray this image of if they're not your ideal client, don't add them on Facebook. Because when we're posting, we want to talk to the pain points of the people we're adding. So how can we help you guys? Megan, what else were you going to say with that? Because you said, sorry, you started it and I ran with it.
No, I think that was the biggest thing, was like just making sure, like just exactly what you said, is people that you want to do business with, that it's legit business owners, because we get so wrapped up in like, I just need to add people, I need to grow my audience. Yes, you do. But if you have 2 genuine leads, that's better than 20 people who are just blowing you up and spamming you, you know? So I think you're going to get a lot further with that. But yeah, that was just my thoughts, because one of the comments that was made to me yesterday was, y'all keep saying add friends, but I don't know how to really do that or what that means. Like, I know where to find these people, but like, who am I adding? What am I doing with this? So
to take it a step further, so a lot of people, they don't know where to go, physically go on Facebook, what groups to go to. I'm pretty sure this is in, maybe we just dove into this when we did the 5-day marketing challenge. But one of the things we discussed was how to find good Facebook groups. And you're looking for 3 a day, 3 good ones a day. You might have to go through like 10 of them, but you're looking for 3 a day, and you might work those 3 for a while. You might find a really good one that you just keep on your list, and we're just going to keep working them until you find the ones that you really love. With that, you're looking for how many people do they have in the groups. If there's 100 people, you probably just want to pass on over it, unless it's a local group. Like if it's a super active group with like 10 posts and there's tons of engagement, we want to use our brains on like, what is the quality of this group? If there's 100 people and 2 posts a year, it's not worth your time joining. I wouldn't eliminate sports groups, mom groups, things like that from your list. If especially if you're working a local, and I say local because some of you guys are like your moms and you're already active in mom groups. Let them support you, let them know what you do. And you don't have to necessarily say, hey guys, I'm a bookkeeper. Just you're supporting what they're doing, they're going to support you back. So if Karen owns a cottage bakery and she's posting in the group, I don't know if she's your ideal client because she's going to be really tiny, but she's also talking to a lot of people. So we want to support her. Hey, your cookies look great. Make friends with people. And you're just going to do that. We have a system in that 5-day marketing challenge of how to do that. So you go through it, and what you're doing there, you're not just feeding the algorithm. You are connecting with people. You're saying, hey, your cookies look great. When are those going for sale? Right? We're just going to start these conversations, and you're going to ask questions. Yes, that helps the algorithm, but it also helps you as a person relate and connect with people. So that's why that's set up the way that we have it set up. If your target client is a chiropractor, we can find them in local groups, we can find them in networking groups, and we can find them in Facebook groups with chiropractors. And you're just going to add chiropractors as friends on Facebook, and you're going to learn so much about being a chiropractor. It's not even funny. But that's what you're looking to do. So if your niche is chiropractors, we're looking for chiropractors. We're looking to figure out where they hang out. We're looking to know what magazines they read. We want to know what podcasts they listen to. We want to know where their next convention is. Take it a step further. If we know where their next convention is, can we be a vendor? Take it a step further. If we know their magazine that they read, can we do a blog post? Can we be a guest in it? Can we advertise in it? If we know their podcasts that they listen to, can we be a guest? Can we be featured? Can we sponsor one? Can we get a shout out? Can we share the podcast? Can we share the magazine? Can we share articles from these sites on our Facebook page in addition to our posts? So sharing articles from, I don't know, chiropractors are not mine. I've seen that with a lot of people. So I'm just taking one. So if the magazine's online and they have articles, literally just make that part of, you're going to share either weekly or daily an article from that blog in addition to your other post. It's going to be part of your social media feed. That's how I would do it. So I wouldn't just sit back and hope someone reaches out and says, hey, I need a bookkeeper. I would take a really proactive approach in getting around my people. If I say my people are chiropractors, and that's who I want to do books for, I want to get to know them very intimately. I want to be everywhere. I want to be found by everyone. So you do chiropractors? I was thinking a couple of you guys did. What do you do to reach out to them? You don't have to spill your secrets, but are you adding most of them on Facebook? Is that how you connect, or do you connect with them on LinkedIn? LinkedIn's an option, guys.
I only have one.
Okay.
And we don't actually we barter. So I do his books and he adjusts my back. So he keeps my head on straight. It works really well. But I think they're good clients in general because they're service based. I mean, I guess some of them might sell certain products, but this one doesn't. So his books are super easy. And I really like working with him. So I guess most of my business came from BNI and from just connecting with people. I think that in BNI, they call them one-to-ones. Just getting in front of people and getting to know them. Some people are very intentional about how they speak in the one-to-ones, and they have a list of things they go over. They email a one-page form about themselves so the other person can get to know them. And I think it's an effective way of really connecting with people. I think maybe more so than some of the social medias, but I know you're talking about Chelsea, and she did awesome with Facebook groups. So I don't think there's any one way to do it. If you prefer to connect with people face to face, maybe BNI is your jam, and maybe if you're really good at doing social media, Facebook can be amazing. So any way that works for you, I say to just stick with that.
Yeah, most definitely. I agree 100%. We say that all the time. There's no right or wrong way. It's one, what do you feel comfortable doing? Because that's what you're going to show up and you're going to do. And something different works for everybody. Sherry and I both built our businesses completely different ways. So.
And I was going to say, I think there's an element of both. If you're in BNI and you're also posting on Facebook, yeah, you're seeing them weekly. Some people you from BNI, you aren't seeing weekly. You're seeing them at a quarterly event or and BNIs have a Facebook group typically for the area. So if they're on Facebook doing business anyway, I want them seeing my stuff. So I want them to be friends with me. And I want them seeing and promoting and sharing and tagging and thinking of me when they see someone that needs a bookkeeper because they saw my post that morning. That's where I got the most traction, was merging the two. So BNI, connecting, networking, but making sure they knew where I was and that they could not forget about me. Like, but not just forget about me, but like giving them tips and really serving the audience on my Facebook page. Liz says, I recently decided to try to do more in-person networking. I don't enjoy social media and have not been able to get a single client using it. Anyone not focused much on social media and how that's going for you? I didn't grow my business on social media. The clients that I have had come from Facebook have been like one-time cleanups or something like that. But I'll let anyone else who also hasn't grown their business. I've done referral partnerships and Upwork. I'm very active on Facebook, but that I found that helps people remember me. True, Suze just said you can listen to the BNI podcast for free, and you don't have to be a BNI member. So if you're looking to get better, stronger at networking, just naturally, because you can network without being in a network group. There's also a lot of other different types of networking groups, but a lot of business owners will get together for coffee or different things. You could start one yourself, like a free one. Megan, when you started, you guys had a group of business owners get together.
Yeah. Yeah, I found a group when I first started. It was small at the time. They were kind of just starting up, but they would go meet once a month for dinner at a local restaurant. And because everybody was like, I don't want to say just starting their business, but like super busy, super involved in their businesses still. They liked the concept of BNI, but wanted to just create something that was going to be like free to people to be able to network and stuff. So I found it through Facebook, but I did a lot of in-person networking through the group, and I still do. I'll still do some of the events and stuff that they do, and meetups and whatnot. So yeah, and sending friends requests to those people, and like you said, just showing up on social media so you're reminding them when they're looking for a bookkeeper, or when they know somebody that's looking for a bookkeeper, like, oh yeah, they do this, I can refer them.
It's kind of like another form of email marketing, Facebook is. And I guess that's kind of how I use it. So now I have subscribers to my posts, like they might see it if they open the email. But the same with email marketing. So if you're looking to truly get off of social media, how are you going to stay connected with these people that you're meeting? So if you meet with someone once for coffee, you invested time, you drove, you showed up, and you bought coffee, potentially for yourself and them. I really hope they get on my email list from that meeting, like that way I can stay in touch and follow up, like because time is your most valuable asset. I'm in another group that is kind of, it's not really an MLM group, it's not a pyramid scheme group, but it is very much based on network marketing. And one of the I don't participate very much, but I do watch what they're doing so I can get ideas. She was actually encouraging her group to do 20 meetings a week. BNI says 2 hours a week. So that would go against BNI. BNI recommends, Bill Miser recommends 2 hours a week. Outside of that, you can really burn yourself out with meeting. But this other group, it was their lifeline to meet with people. And so if your lifeline is to meet with people and it's a one-time meeting, right? Where they're not necessarily building an email list. That's not part of their structure. And they may or may not be on Facebook. So their audience may or may not be on Facebook. So they're truly on meetings. They rely on meetings. So just something to think about as you're thinking about marketing off of Facebook. I'm all for it. Getting on podcasts, guest speaking is a way to market off of social media. I don't know if you mean just social media or if you mean offline completely. YouTube is another good way. You can just guest appear on other YouTube channels that are speaking to your target audience. Trade shows are another good offline method of doing marketing. I'm just checking Facebook to make sure I didn't miss anything. As I'm talking. Cool. What other questions with that? What about on QBO? Oh, like with MailChimp or? Oh, the directory using the Intuit Pro Finder.
Yes. I was wondering if anyone has done that, because I was thinking about focusing more on that network in the future. And I let my pro advisor go, so I have to get that back first.
Oh,
And then I was,
Yeah.
I was just wondering if anyone had had success with.
I wouldn't, it's just a directory as far as I'm aware. So they have to reach out to you. They have to contact you. They can search for you. I've had good success with directories. So mainly like people calling. I do get called from that Pro Advisor Finder.
Oh, that's cool. So there's nothing really you can do except for make sure that your profile is
Optimized.
updated and it looks nice and all of that.
So I guess I take the philosophy, and I just recently heard a coach that I'm listening to say this as well. But it just brought it back to the forefront of, oh yeah, that's why I did what I did. I want to be findable everywhere. If they're on Upwork looking for a bookkeeper, I want to be found. If they're looking for a Phoenix bookkeeper, I want to be found. I haven't yet done a lot of SEO for Albuquerque because I've done so much for Phoenix and I'm like, let's just stay in Phoenix. Is part of how I feel right now. But I just want to be foundable everywhere. That means yesterday I voice messaged Megan because at the end of the day, I opened my email one last time and I had this request a quote filled out from my subdomain website that I had turned off up until last week because I needed to go pull something down on it. So I reactivated it, pulled something down, haven't deactivated it. That link is somewhere, I realized, because someone went to that site and requested a quote through it. And I'm like, yeah, it's great to be found everywhere. Now where is that link?
But where did you find me though?
Where did you find me? And I'll ask him. He scheduled I connected with him over email and he scheduled an appointment. But my goal is to just, I want you to be able to find me anywhere, everywhere. It takes a little bit of SEO. I could be better at it. It's not my strength. I have to, my first job out of high school, not my first job, one of my many jobs was I did SEO for a computer company. He brought me in and I literally sat at this desk and he taught me how to do SEO. So I was creating backlinks for his website. It takes a lot of work. And every time I turn around, I'm like, I need to be posting on Dig and Twitter and all of these RSS feed sites. And now Megan, I'm like, can what's his name do it? That'd be great. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, we have a connection for that.
Yeah, we have a connection for that. I'm like, we were talking about backlinks, and I'm like, I'm in love.
Well, just like we tell business owners all the time, you have your thing you're good at and your
I'm not.
reason you started your business, and that was not what business you started.
No, granted, out of desperation, I've gotten decent at it because he looked at my website and he's like, wait, are you sure you're not?
Yeah, most definitely.
I've gotten that a couple of times and I did do it myself. It took a lot of work. I've learned a lot, but it's not my strength. Technically, I don't know if it's optimized for collecting leads. I don't know any of the psychology of around a website. Does it matter? I don't even know. It was just one of those, like, I felt like I needed a website. I needed a better one, and I didn't want to pay a lot for it. So I took it in my own hands and controlled it. And I think we have seasons like that. We also have seasons where we want to be just as giving and supportive of business owners as we want them to be of us. I do not want the client who's like, it was $297 last month, and you're telling me this year it's going up to $325. I'm out.
Right.
I don't want to do that. Okay, there was something else I was saying. Okay, so being found everywhere. Do you have to kill yourself to do that? No, and I definitely haven't. I've just been thinking about, like, how do I want to be found? Where are they looking? Okay, they're looking on Google My Business. They're looking in the Pro Advisor directory. They're looking in bookkeeper directories. They're looking in business owner directories. They're looking in the BNI directory. Whatever that is for you. And that's why I said, like, if you know your niche, you be
Know where they're at.
that they are. So their podcasts, their trade shows, and you don't have to be at their trade show. Could you sponsor something at their trade show? Could you show up in some form? Could you get the email list? And I would if you're going to buy an email list, I would rather buy an email list of where you're going to be at a trade show than a cold email list. I want them to know that you exist and have a reason to buy their email versus just reporting you as spam. But anyway, what are some other ways that you guys have been thinking about marketing your business? Is there anything that we can help you move forward? I even came up with a new idea last night on the test. My husband was asking something and I'm all over a lot of ideas on a weekly basis.
When did you get your burrito out of the microwave?
Hold on. There we go.
So yeah, is there any other ways that you guys are wanting to market that you haven't tried or you're wondering if will work? If not, I'm going to make a comment on email marketing. You're okay.
Email marketing has not been beneficial whatsoever for me. That's I've, BNI has been successful, Chamber of Commerce, the social media has been successful, but cold emailing, the G7 finder, whatever those things are, I have not found any success with that whatsoever.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I would not cold email. Yeah, Megan, you've tested that a lot, and
Yeah, and I had no success whatsoever with it. It was a lot of time and nothing came of it at all.
All right,
But-
I feel a little bit better then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe-
no, I think it's the list that you get just like Sherry was saying, like you need more warm leads, because Sherry's done some email marketing and stuff, and I think that's probably where she was going with this, and had more success with it. But they're more warm leads. They're people are interested in bookkeeping services to start with. Whereas when you go on D7 Lead Finder, you're just pulling all these random businesses from random locations or whatever. They may not even be in business anymore. They may not be looking for a bookkeeper or anything at all. So they're ignoring your emails. And they actually say like the open rate on all that is like 2%. So it's like super low. And that's the reason why you're not getting good results from it. But I'll let you finish,
No,
Sherry, with your email.
that's exactly, I was going to go as far to say, what I'm talking about with email marketing is exactly the reason some of you guys jumped on this live, because an email popped up on your email. Because you guys have signed up through like Thinkific, or like downloaded the marketing challenge, you're interested, and we actually really love having you here. This is free. We want you guys showing up. We want to help you grow your business, even if it's just on this call. But Megan and I were talking, I was like, I should let them know that we're going live, because it's now like 5 minutes before, and I don't know if some people have been having issues with the events tab and different things. So I was like, well, why don't I just shoot them an email and see? That's what I mean. I wasn't trying to clutter your email at all. I'm sure there's some people that I cluttered their email. I did not mean to clutter your email. My goal was to say, we've gotten some complaints that people are missing this call. We don't want you to miss it if you want to be here. So I sent you an email to let you know, but that was actually email marketing, technically, to people who already want to see what we were sending out. You guys already wanted to see that, because we've been getting complaints, which is okay. Like, Facebook is weird. Like, Facebook is weird. And so we wanted to make sure you guys saw it. So it was service. We weren't trying to spam you, but we were trying to say, hey, we want you to know that the tax deadline is coming up next week. We want you to know that now is the good time, so think about now for your clients, potential clients, people that you've had discovery calls with. So those potentials, right, that we've had discovery calls with, we should be adding those to an email list, so that Q2 comes around, Q2 wraps up. Hey, have you met with your tax preparer yet? We want to make sure there's no surprises come tax season this year for you. I recommend, am I the one, can I not talk? Or Megan, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Does anyone else have any issues with sound?
No, I can hear you.
I
I
can
can hear you.
Kathy, I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, it might be your headset, Kathy. Let's see. Oh, she hopped off. Okay. So maybe she realized.
So that's what I'm talking about. So when I say email marketing, I mean the people you've talked to, the people in your networking group, the people on Facebook that now you said, hey, here's a freebie. Here's a chart of accounts because you're a chiropractor. I serve chiropractors. Here's a chart of accounts for chiropractors. Please download, and you're going to subscribe to this email list, and I'm going to work this email list. And it's not going to take much time at all. I'm just going to send a weekly email out, adding value to them. We're not spamming them. You're going to get a lot higher open rate. I get up to 50 to 70% open rate, depending on the email title and if I do an A/B test on it. So, and the provider that I use actually will give me industry standards. And I typically fall within industry standards, if not better than industry standards. But my email list is still pretty small. So I think when I come in better, it's because it's still so small. And so very much you were interested in bookkeepers. I haven't pushed it to add people to the list. unless I know that they're really interested, and then I add them to the list. Suze, I don't think I understood your question. Free marketing quiz.
So it's a quiz that you fill it out and it tells you what your quote unquote marketing superpower is. And it just kind of gives you some guidance as to what avenues to pursue within marketing, like all the options that there are and what you may excel at.
Yeah, you can. Are you asking to share it?
Yes, I was just wondering if anyone would be interested. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm not really into taking all the quizzes out there, but this one's actually a good one.
Pretty cool. Guys, quizzes and potentially this quiz that she's going to share is connected to an email list. Do you have to like?
It absolutely is.
That's good. Yeah. So you could do it. You could do a quiz. You could do something fun. You can grow your list by going live and say, hey, if you want to go live, like if you want to catch me live, let me know. And then you're going to collect their email and add them to your list. There's a couple of ways to do that. It's not the bread and butter. Like that's not going to be your primary way at first of getting clients. It's secondary and it's supportive. Sue's posted that if anybody wants to grab that in the links, I will go ahead and post it in the Facebook chat too. Comments so that you guys listening can get it too. Might be fun. There's a lot of ways to market your business. You're going to do better at marketing if you're having fun with it. But yeah, if you want to get off Facebook, but go do something. Please don't sit and just say Facebook isn't working for me. I can sit here and say Facebook doesn't work for me, but it also does, because the people that I'm friends with on Facebook are people I've met at church or BNIs or whatever. And they're genuine people. They're real people who have met me in person for the most part. And when they see stuff that I post, because they're real people, it carries a lot more weight than weirdo guy who wants to like hit on me or something. But yeah, I would say Facebook is often used. So Facebook posting is supportive. It's kind of like your email marketing. As I define it, maybe Megan, is there another word for it? Like what Dana is doing is email marketing. She did a quiz. She's this link here. But every time I say email marketing, everyone just hears cold email marketing. So I don't mean cold email marketing, because they need a reason to sign up for your email. And most email providers won't let you email them if they're from a purchase list, because you technically don't have permission to email them. So I think, yeah. Is it directing? I don't know. Maybe it's called something else, Megan.
An email campaign. Is that what they're referring to whenever they say something along those lines, maybe?
Yeah, I should start saying campaign. So yeah, I email people that I have talked to, met with. If they subscribe somehow, they've downloaded my freebie, they've done something along those lines. I email them on a regular basis. And I've had people who I've sent engagement letters before, they've ghosted, they've gotten quiet, circle back and say, hey, let's talk again. I get a lot of people who I talked to them 6 months ago, they come back and they're like, we regret not hiring you, or we just got busy. You know, all of those things. So yeah, value add. Well, I mean, value add is maybe what the quiz is, it's a value add, but then you now subscribe to her email list typically through that. Anyway, lost in technicalities over here. I think, Megan, we have a couple of reminders.
Yep, I was just gonna ask if you wanted to talk about the success plan. I mean, we could talk about all the things, but I know a little, some people are getting a little confused on exactly what that is and what that's gonna look like.
Yep. So the success plan is a 4-week journey with me, Megan, and Kyle. Where we are talking about, we're going to walk you through the whole cycle of a business in those 4 weeks. So lead gen, marketing, sales, financial planning. We want to get really clear on your goals during that, and then put those goals on paper. So we're going to help you put those on paper, see what you actually have to do to reach those goals, see how many people maybe you need to talk to. If you take this quiz, that would be a super good quiz coming into that, knowing how you want to market. If it's something different than you've tried before, so that we can factor that into your individual plan. Megan, what else do you want to say on that?
I think that's a lot of it, because I think a lot of people, like some messages that I got were confused, thinking like this was going to be something that was strictly marketing, strictly teaching you how to do social media, like all those things. That's not what our intentions were for this program. We want to help you figure out what your goals are and like what it's going to take to get you there. So it's going to be like more customized, because the same thing's not going to work for everybody. We've all seen that. So I think that's going to was the biggest thing.
Yeah, and I think the biggest, it's customized. I think that's the biggest thing to highlight there is it's a customized plan for you and your business. Not everyone's goals are the same. Not everybody wants to work 40 hours a week. Some people only want to work 10. Some people can go do a lot with marketing. Some people, like when I started, I could not leave my house. I had literally 2 kids in my lap, babies in my lap. So I was not leaving the house to go to networking groups. So I crafted a plan and I stuck to the plan, executed the plan. But we want to take all of that and put it on paper. What does this mean? We're planning on giving them a cash flow forecast for their business and a dashboard for their business. So that you guys walk away with action steps on how to, and we're going to do those live with you during those 4 weeks.
And it starts May the 1st. So make sure you're signed up by May the 1st, because once it starts, we're closing the doors on it. So those people in there can get, like, everybody will be on the same page. As far as what week we're doing and stuff like that. I dropped a link in the chat. I'll put it in Facebook as well. And then we also have the bundle as well. So if you're brand new or wanting to learn more about bookkeeping, and like just want to increase your knowledge and stuff there, we have the bookkeeper blueprint bundle. That's a tongue twister when you try to say it all together. So what that includes is our course, and it will include this success plan as well, and then also 12 months of the support group if you want to go that route. And we do have coach funding for that as well if you're interested in that option. And all of that's on our website as well, so I'll drop that below too.
Alita, I don't know if it's going to be every month But we're not gonna just do it this once. We don't yet know if we're gonna do it every month or if we're gonna do it like once a quarter. Unless Megan, do you know? Have we decided?
No, I think I don't think we've decided yet. I think we're gonna see how, this is our first one, see how it goes this month and make a decision at that point,
Yeah.
as well.
Because after that, then it would be accountability. If you've attended it once and you attend it in future months, it would be accountability, which is hugely valuable. So we recognize that. Billy, you'll have to let us know. Feel free to shoot us a message if you want us to do it every month, or if you're just looking for the next time we're going to offer it too. But yeah, all of, if you are looking for funding for the bundle, that's on the page. If you go to the Bookkeeper Blueprint bundle, there is the link to apply for funding. And that takes about I think we've seen it take about less than 2 days, but I think for the funding to actually hit your account so you can purchase, you'll want to give it at least 2 days minimum. So if you're interested in that, do that before the 1st. So that you can get in on time for the bundle. So bundle comes with the support plan and all of that.
Yep. Does anybody have any questions about any of that? Or how any of that works?
We've got just a couple of minutes left. If anyone has a quick question on the marketing, current marketing.
I have a question. I guess this is my first time on this call. I was just wondering, is this a marketing call every week, or does the topic vary? Or is it just kind of whatever everybody asks about?
The topic varies. Next, what are we talking about next week? I know we have next week planned and I don't remember what it is. We plan them out a little bit, and then if we go a little off course, that's okay, based on people that show up. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
And we do try to base them around stuff that we're seeing in the group and stuff like that. So yeah. So if y'all have something you want to see, let us know. And even if it's something that we're like, hey, that's going to take longer than what we have here, it's something we could do in webinars and stuff. Oh, speaking, do we have the link for that yet?
It'll take me longer than we have to grab it.
Okay, so later today, we'll make a post. We have a webinar next week as well for real estate. So like how to input all that stuff in, settlement statements, I know I'm missing stuff, Sherry.
Settlement statements, I'm not gonna make it.
No, it's okay.
Settlement statements, chart of accounts, everything you need to work through a real estate client. We will post that link today. I knew there was something else I was supposed to do before this meeting. It's all up and ready to go for you guys. I literally just need to turn on the link. So I will get that for you. But yeah, next week with Chelsea, and she has breathed real estate for now like 2 years. So we're excited. She's excited about that. And there was something else. Oh, if you are looking for a dedicated marketing call, we do host a marketing call within the support group every week. Marketing mindset, we rotate, but inevitably we're always talking marketing. Even the quoting call this week was marketing because of a question someone asked. So if you guys have questions, we want to help you guys. So it was the theme of the week. It wound up being marketing.
And one-to-ones, I did several one-to-ones this week on getting marketing plans together for people. So
I feel like my one-to-ones, actually, I had 2 of them turn to marketing. But it's the life. Bringing clients in is a very fundamental step. It's a life cycle step of a business. So sales, lead generation, we do that through marketing of some kind. So, okay, well, I've got to jump off for another call, but I really enjoyed having you guys today.
Yep.
Thank you guys for showing up.
Y'all have an awesome day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.